There we go.
Yeah, we're in Colorado. Awesome. Hey guys, welcome to our live Thursday opportunity webinar for Live Good. My name is Ben Glinsky, founder and CEO. I apologize for starting a few minutes late today. Been running around making things happen. Another huge day for Live Good, another huge payday we just sent out. And yeah, numbers are rocking, orders are flowing in, and we continue to be the fastest growing company in the entire home-based business industry, as well as the nutritional supplement space. I've got my three co-founders on with me here today. I'm going to let them say hello and we'll get rocking. We've got our director of field development, Nader Kazan.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday Zoom.
Director of product education, Lisa Goodkin.
Hello. Sorry, I was muted. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Awesome. And our director of product development, the guy that makes all of these awesome products, Dr. Ryan Goodkin.
Hey, thanks, Ben. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the call.
Awesome. So, as you probably heard, fastest growing company in both of those industries, fully disrupting, shattering records. Over 2 million people have already joined Live Good to get the highest quality nutritional supplements on the planet at the lowest prices with full transparency and a 90-day empty bottle money back guarantee. Nobody else in the world is doing that. And that's why we continue to grow faster than any other company out there. But all we're doing here is helping people get healthy, stay healthy, do it in an affordable way, and generate some additional income in their spare time from home with the most generous compensation plan in the network marketing industry. We don't mark our products up like every other company out there to pay out big influencers, celebrities, or commissions in a compensation plan. Instead, we keep them as close to cost as possible so people can get those highest quality supplements at the lowest prices and get healthy without having to compromise other stuff in their life. And at the same time, we pay out on the membership side. On our $9.95 monthly membership, we pay out over 85% of that. Again, we just paid out another almost $1 million in weekly commissions that go out every single week. So big things continue to happen with Live Good. If you haven't tried our products yet, you absolutely want to do that. I wish I had some right here. I should go grab some when Nader, Ryan, or Lisa are talking. But our magnesium, something that plays a role in every single thing our bodies do, just $9.95. If something's not working in your body, there's a very good chance it's because you're not getting enough magnesium. So supplements from basic magnesium, multivitamin, vitamin D, to more, I don't want to say, what's the word we like to use? I don't know. But a lot of cool products like Super Red, Super Greens, our Himalayan Shilajit and organic sea moss. Then we've got stuff like protein powder, creatine, a lot of amazing nutritional supplements that are really helping people. We've got a bone support product, anti-inflammatory product, a whole line of skincare products, pet products, and lots more coming out here in the next few months as we continue to grow and just help people get what they need, get what their bodies need that they're not getting out of their daily diet. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend, our director of field development, to talk a little more about our opportunity, why we are the fastest growing company in the supplement space, as well as the home-based business industry. But more important than that, where we're going from here. I mean, 2 million members in just the first 3 years is huge. Never been seen or done before in the history of the network marketing industry or the nutritional supplement space. But that's just the beginning, guys. I mean, 2 million is a huge number for what we're talking about, but we will have 10 million, 20 million, potentially. I mean, I think there's 100 million people in this company over the next few years because everybody needs supplements. Nobody's getting everything they need out of their daily diets. And again, when you get the highest quality, lowest price, it just makes sense. So with that, for those of you guys who don't know Nader, I mean, this guy is a legend in the network marketing industry. He has done some big things, built some big organizations, grown some big companies, consulted with some of the top leaders and organizations in the world. But more importantly than all of that is how much he cares about helping you guys, how much he loves to see the little guy win. I mean, this guy is on like 10 Zooms a day with Live Good teams all over the world. He answers his phone, responds to emails. Just an awesome guy, and he knows business. So pay attention. With that, our director of field development, Nader Kazan.
Oh my goodness, Ben. Thank you so much, brother, for the kind words. Go out there and get your magnesium for the samples and all that. And ladies and gentlemen, before I go any further, I want to get back to Ben a little bit. I know we're running short today and there's a lot of great information, but I had the honor and pleasure of meeting this young man 26 years ago. As my wife, Melissa, and I were looking for a side hustle. She was pregnant with our first child, and I was just looking for a side hustle. And I was, like I said, one of the luckiest guys on the planet to sign up Ben Glinsky, very, very young guy, and just watch him grow, watch him go out there, work so hard, doing what it takes to make the old world of network marketing work as a distributor. Then I watch him to go into ownership, technology, the back end, just running the biggest part of this industry. And he's going to share it with you probably, if not today, definitely tomorrow, that I would like to invite you in for our Zoom tomorrow. But when he left the industry, broke a lot of hearts, but it made a lot of sense. And I'm going to let him or watch him explain to you why. But I'm just so thankful for him to come back. 2 million plus pioneers grabbing the tiger by the tail, using these products that Ryan and Lisa made for their family initially, and now because of Ben, over 2 million pioneers were out there sharing the love of Live Good. So Ben, brother, I want to thank you personally for coming back to the world of supplementation and home-based business and blessing millions and millions of people. And just like he said, ladies and gentlemen, this is just the tip of the iceberg. So thank you, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, as Ben shared, my name is Nader Kazan, the Director of Field Development in Live Good. My job in this segment of our Thursday Zoom is to share the importance of timing. In the world of real estate, you all heard of us about location, location, location. When it gets into the world of business, and that's what our Thursday Zooms are all about, it's all about timing, timing, timing. Let's see what happened to our planet 7 short years ago. People got locked up. One of the things that did, what people getting locked up sitting at their homes, was that they became wiser shoppers. They start asking questions. As Ben shares, people start getting more educated. They start investigating. They're like, wait a minute, why am I paying $85 for a green? And just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, between 60 to 75% of the people worldwide, that's over 5 billion people worldwide, over 200 million people in USA are already taking some kind of a supplementation. They're already spending between $80 to $100 in supplementation. But before the lockdown, people weren't asking questions. They're like, wait a minute, what is in this product you're selling me for $80? You don't tell me what's in it. You don't tell me who's behind it. That's the old way of doing it. How do we do it? Completely flip the switch. We make our products with the highest quality ingredients made at the lowest price, bring it to our members. So ladies and gentlemen, let's look at what's going on in a marketplace. Let's look at Costco. That's an American warehouse. It's got 110 million people in the United States alone that are paying Costco $10.95 a month, I believe, Ben. So if you want to buy some milk and save money, you got to buy 2 gallons. But guess what? Over 100 million families are doing it. Another company that most of our amazing Live Good pioneers who live outside the USA are more familiar with is Amazon. Amazon started with books and now nearly with over 220 million Prime members that are paying Amazon $12.95 a month. Amazon nearly has everything because the way of commerce has changed. People buying habit has shifted. And definitely, the days of overpaying for nutritional products, so maybe 1 or 2 people on top of the compensation plan will get paid on it, is over. Back to you, Ben.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, you look at every other company out there in the network marketing industry, in the supplement space, and they're going down. And it's not because they don't have great supplements, although they don't have great supplements, a lot of them. It's because of value, because people have shifted their buying habits. They're moving away from expensive, overpriced things more towards affordability and value. And when you can get the highest quality products at the lowest prices, it doesn't make sense to buy them anywhere else. And that's why we like to say, once people see Live Good, they can't unsee it. Nobody's going back to spending $79 on a greens powder when they could get the highest quality super greens on the planet, USDA certified organic, for $19.95 at Live Good. So yeah, it makes sense. And per Nader's Costco model, just to translate his Nadarian, as I like to do. I mean, a lot of people don't understand how Costco's model works. And yes, we definitely modeled ourselves after that very successful model. I mean, Costco has tens of thousands of items that they sell in their stores. The markup on those items is only 11%. They don't make their money on the products they sell in their stores. They make their money on the membership and the right for people to buy those things in their stores. They offer high quality products for low prices in their stores. And that's what people are paying the membership to have access to. Same exact thing with Live Good. Highest quality supplements, lowest prices, just a few dollars above cost. We don't mark them up to pay out big commissions, like I mentioned. Instead, we do it as a membership. The money is made on the membership, and we're paying out 85% of that membership in commissions out to you guys and still keeping the prices low. And over 100 million people, as Nader said, in Costco, or have a Costco membership for the right to save money in their stores. Same thing here, $9.95 a month for the right to save even more on the highest quality supplements at the lowest prices. But here's the other cool thing. Unlike Costco, you can't shop at Costco if you're not a member, if you're not paying for that membership. At Live Good, if you don't want to be a member, you can still buy our products. You just pay a few dollars more for our retail price. And if you want to be a member and save even more, you can do that. But either way, so instead of let me go back. Give you the example of the greens powder, for example. Other companies selling it for 79 bucks, even 99 bucks for stuff like AG1. It's not even organic. They don't even tell you what's in the product. You have no idea how much of any ingredient is in there, which is a really scary thing. Because a lot of times, they could say a spirulina or chlorella or wheatgrass or whatever, but you don't know if there's enough to have a therapeutic benefit. In other words, enough to do something to help you be healthy, or if it's just a sprinkle just so they can say it's in there. I mean, they say they've got 75 different ingredients in their product. You can't have 75 ingredients that all have a therapeutic benefit in one little scoop. It's literally impossible to do that. So just to say you have 75 ingredients is literally the same thing as saying most of our ingredients don't have enough to do anything. It's not an exciting thing when people realize what it actually means. And so, when people are spending, anyway, back to my example, 99 bucks for a low quality greens powder at Live Good, $34.95 is our retail price, $19.95 is the member price. So if you want to pay $34.95, you don't want to commit to the membership, that's fine. If you want to save 15 bucks by spending 10 bucks, so the net is positive and you get to save on all of our other products, just $9.95. And people are saving hundreds of dollars a month just from retail to member price on our products, and probably many hundreds of dollars a month compared to what they would pay buying from other brands out there. So just another thing that really separates us from every other company out there in the wellness industry, as well as the network marketing space. So with that, let's go out to our Director of Product Education, Lisa Goodkin. And I mean, this lady is awesome. You can tell from what she looks like. I mean, she is very conscious of what she puts in her body, on her body. Health, wellness, nutrition, loves helping you guys. And it's really cool because a lot of companies out there, you see the people behind the company, they're not healthy. They're either their products don't work or they're not using them. And I mean, 40% of doctors are overweight or obese. And those are the people we're listening to. So it's, when you have people like Dr. Ryan and Lisa who know, love, practice health, wellness, fitness, helping you guys understand what you can do to help yourself be healthier, it really makes a huge difference. So with that, our Director of Product Education, Lisa Goodkin.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, it's actually a funny story. I was just away at my daughter's volleyball tournament. And, I'm with all the parents on the sidelines, and you're there all day in these tournaments. And I always pack up my food. I bring everything. So, they're always asking questions. What is that? What is that? I have our overnight oats, which are coming out soon, with 30 grams of protein. And then I'm mixing up a shake in my little bottle. And they're like, what is that? I'm like, I just bring my Live Good powders with me. It's just, it's a great thing. So they were saying I should have this website that's called What Would Lisa Do? And I just thought it was funny. But I do love to talk about health and wellness, not just Live Good, just in general, how to take care of yourself, how to be a stronger, better, healthier person. And, that goes for all ages. So, I've been in the health and wellness industry for a very long time. And I've really worked on both sides. At the way beginning, I was more let's say the reactive side, where I was working in the cardiac rehab. And while it was rewarding helping these patients, there was so much that I thought, gosh, if we could just get to them, before this happened, if we could just change their lives before they had a cardiac episode, rather than helping them rehab after a cardiac episode. And that's where I really wanted to focus my life on proactive medicine, right? Which is taking care of yourself to help prevent disease, right? It doesn't mean that if you're in that state that you can't help to and hopefully reverse things. But the goal really is to take care of yourself so things don't happen to you. And my favorite thing is to teach and educate on that. And when it comes to supplements, they've been part of my life, gosh, since I can remember. I mean, I'm not talking about growing up eating my Flintstone vitamins because yes, I did as a child, and that's I hope that you guys are not giving your children Flintstone vitamins, especially when we have our Live Good Organic Children's Gummy multivitamin. But I'm talking about when I really first started focusing on my health and wellness in my late teens. And then I was spending a fortune on supplements. Because I'm not just going to go to the store and buy these low grade supplements, right? I was more focused on physician only lines because I knew I could trust them. Because I'll talk about this a lot about our transparency, but you can't just take anything on the shelf because you really don't know anything about it. Okay. And that's where we educate a lot on. But regardless, I was spending a fortune. So it's a really wonderful thing what we're doing here with Live Good, and being able to provide high quality supplements, but at prices that everybody can afford. Because all of a sudden, I'm spending for $400 or $500 a month on supplements, and you just think, gosh, I'm not making enough. I can't keep doing this. So then you start to cut things out, and unfortunately, those are the things that your body needs to be able to take care of yourself to prevent a disease state. So it's a really wonderful thing what we are bringing or what we've brought to the table. And it's great to have you guys as affiliates that help spread this, right? Help spread our mission, help spread our word. And like Ben was saying, there are so many options with Live Good. You can just buy a retail. You can just buy at membership. You can become an affiliate and make some money on the side while buying at membership. There's no strings attached. It's a wonderful thing. And the goal is for us is to help you guys get healthy and stay healthy, and also help with the help of you guys help spread the word. And it really, this wonderful network marketing thing works like, it's like a spider web, and that, and it's a cool thing because I've never been involved in network marketing. So it's wonderful to see it really in action and how we've really grown. But what sets us apart really is our transparency. And I'm going to touch on a couple parts of transparency. So, first, transparency in our pricing, right? We are not putting things into our pricing and then increasing the pricing so you don't know what else we're covering, like big offices or shipping costs that we actually make money off of, right? We don't include shipping for a specific reason because we want the shipping to be exactly what you order based on the size of your order, the weight of it, and where it's going. So it's a true price, right? Not lumped in there. So Joe is paying for some of Sammy's because Sammy's is more expensive than Joe's, right? We're transparent there, and we're not increasing our prices at all. So there's that. Then who's behind the product? You see us. It's the four of us. You see that it's Dr. Ryan. He makes the products. We work together. There's no influencers that are, or celebrity influencers that are like talking about our products but really not taking our products, right? That's kind of like false advertisement. We want to use you guys as consumers, right, of our products to help advertise. We want real life examples. That's what's wonderful. Also, transparency about what's in our product and also what's out of our product, because that's very important. That's where the consumer gets lost, right? They go into a supplement store, they go into a grocery store that has a supplement aisle, and they are lost because what do you choose? There's so many, and maybe you just go for the ones on that's on sale. But you need to know the testing, right? You need to see it. You need to make sure there's no heavy metals in there, no toxins, no molds, no pesticides. You need to make sure that if it says it's, let's just say 100 milligrams of vitamin C, that it's actually in there. You want to make sure, like I'm going to talk about our gummies. We have some gummies. We have our children's gummy that I talked about. We have our CBD gummies and our CBN sleep gummies. Gummies are really hard in the manufacturing process. So what they start with in the manufacturing process, you want to make sure that at the end of it, that final result has the same amount, right? That's the goal, because there's so many studies out there. A lot of them talk about creatine, that you take these creatine gummies but they've been tested at the final product and there is 20% or less of creatine actually in that gummy. So we test every single ingredient. We test final batches for the final product. And also we put the results on our website so you guys can see them. And if something is not there, you guys reach out to me, Director of Product Education, and I work to get you the results that you need, because we want you to know that we've done the testing. We don't just want to say it, we want to show it. So again, there's so many different parts of Live Good that set us aside from others. And I think Ryan said it on one of our calls a few weeks ago, but it was like every other company is going to have to follow our lead, because people are going to start just going to Live Good. And if they don't wake up and do what we're doing, they're not going to be making any money. And the hard thing is they're not going to be able to do what we're doing, right? Because we wear so many hats and we have so low overhead, that that's how we make it happen. And of course, with the help of you guys. So I'm always here for any type of question. You do not have to be an affiliate, a customer, to ask me health and wellness questions. I love, and my passion is to help you guys learn how to be healthy, right? I'm not just telling you what to do. We're learning together so you understand. But yeah, welcome to Live Good. You guys haven't, please check out our website. We have so many amazing products. And also, if you want to know more, dig deeper, check out our YouTube channel. Dr. Ryan and I do a training every Monday, so all the recordings are on there as well. You can learn so much. You can join us live or always watch the recordings. Back to you, Ben.
Awesome. Love it. And yes, I mean, we're all on this call to learn about the opportunity that Live Good is. And the fact that there are no other companies doing it the way we are really gives us a huge competitive advantage. Every other supplement brand is doing one of two things. They're either marking their products up to ridiculous amounts, and most of them are not good quality even, or they're making a cheap product and selling for a cheap price. Either way, you don't want to put the low quality products in your body, whether they're cheap or expensive. But even the expensive brands, they're not showing us what's in the product. Again, you don't know if there's enough spirulina to have a therapeutic benefit, or if there's just a sprinkle that's not even enough for an ant to get help to help them, just so they can say that it's in there. And more importantly, and more scary, you don't see those third-party testing results. And yes, every company says they do third-party testing, but they don't show you. Why? Why don't they show you those third-party tests? Are they hiding something? Is there something they don't want you to see? Maybe do they not actually do the test? They just say they don't? Because there is absolutely no reason not to show you a third-party test that proves that their product is at the very least, we're not even talking about the fairy dust effect of how much ingredients are in there, but at the very least, is it clean? Is it healthy? Or is it completely toxic? Because most ingredients out there are grown with chemicals, pesticides, glyphosates, loaded with toxins that get into your body and actually make your body less healthy than more healthy. So yes, when Dr. Ryan and Lisa say other companies are going to have to do what we're doing, I mean, I think it starts there. I think it starts with the transparency, because this game of we don't provide that, we don't show that, that's internal. Like, that doesn't work anymore. People want to know what they're putting in their body. People want to know what they're buying. People want to know what is in their supplements. And when there's a company out there like Live Good that's exposing that and that's doing it the right way and showing every single amount of every single ingredient in every single one of our products, along with every single third-party test, glyphosate test, toxicity test, heavy metals test, all of that stuff published full-time on the website. You don't even have to ask us for it. It's right there, and no other company showing it. Like, that's the first thing that's going to have to change in the supplement space. And I think a lot of companies don't do that because it's very like, when you actually can compare things, when you could compare our 1,600 milligrams of spirulina, the most nutrient-dense superfood on the planet, to their 200 milligrams, and we've got 8 times more, they don't want you to see that, because then their $80 product looks even worse than our $19.95 way better product that they have to show it. So that's the first thing that's going to have to change. And companies know that. Like, they're milking it for as long as they are. That's why you see it in the network marketing industry, how many companies are eliminating their compensation plan, going out of business, because they can't compete when consumers are getting smarter. They're comparing prices, as Nader says, they're comparing quality. They're able to do their research. They're able to do their homework and see that just because a company or a product's expensive doesn't necessarily mean it's good. Just because a product is cheap doesn't mean it's good either. If you're not seeing those third-party tests, you're not seeing the ingredients, the amounts in the product, that the company is not being transparent, as Lisa said. And I love the analogy, or not even the analogy, just the fact that we don't do these free shipping deals we don't do Black Friday deals. We don't do, what's the other one? Cyber Monday deals. We don't do sales. We don't do any of that kind of stuff, because we just offer the highest quality supplements at the lowest price every single day. Better quality and lower price than other companies' Black Friday deals. It doesn't, and yes, we don't mark the products up so we can hide the free shipping in the cost of the product. We do it honestly, transparently, lowest quality, lowest price, highest quality, and the shipping is what the shipping is. If you're in, we ship it from Florida. If you're in France, it's going to be more expensive than if you're in Mississippi. It's just how it is, and we're sorry that that has to happen, but at the same time, it's fair, and that's how it is. So good stuff, Lisa. Let's go out to Dr. Ryan, our director of product development, the guy that makes all of these products. And just like the transparency, the reason that we can be so transparent is because we don't put any harmful anything in any one of our products. We use only the highest quality, cleanest, purest, healthiest ingredients on the planet that are not cheap. I mean, it costs us usually about double to make any one of our products what it costs other companies to make a similar lower quality product, but we still sell them for less because, again, we're not marking them up to pay big influencers, make a ton of money, buy big corporate offices, do free shipping deals, do Black Friday deals, or any of that kind of stuff. We just make clean, pure, healthy, premium nutritional supplements $8 above cost. And Dr. Ryan is the reason that we're able to do that. I mean, this guy does so much, just spends so much time, effort, energy into researching every single ingredient, every single resource, every source of the ingredients. Is it sustainable? How does it blend with all the other products and ingredients in there? And is it, what's the word you use for consistency? Dr. Ryan, I'll let you say it. But I mean, this guy is awesome. Nader and I have worked with a lot of formulators and manufacturers in the supplement space, and this guy is definitely the best, if not one of, if not the best, out there in the space. And and here's another thing, just real quick, as I introduce Dr. Ryan. A lot of companies, most companies, probably every other company other than Live Good, makes a product for one reason: to make money. That's not here. We make these products to use these products, to get healthy. Dr. Ryan uses every single one of our products. Lisa uses every single one of our products. I use almost every single one of our products. Nader uses a ton of our products. Our families use these products. We are not going to take or give to our families or you guys or give to anyone products that have toxins, that are harmful, that have ingredients that are going to make you sick. Every single product that we make is only the highest quality, cleanest, purest, healthiest that's going to get you results. And I don't think there's another company out there on the planet that can say that with full honesty and just knowledge, because most companies don't even know what's in their products. It's crazy. They're just making a product for cheap, selling it for a lot to try to make some money. Don't care what's in it. Don't care if it hurts people. That's not us. We make these products to take these products, number one, to get healthy, and number two, to give you guys an opportunity to earn some income. And that's why we're the fastest growing company in the supplement space in the world right now. With that, Dr. Ron Goodkin, Director of Product Development.
Cool, buddy. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, that was awesome. I really appreciate his kind words. That's great. I got to tell you, I want to give myself a lot of credit, but I think the bar is pretty low in the world of formulating for supplements. I mean, it seems as though for years and years, my background in compounding as a pharmacist and really spending time in patient care and bridging the gap between Western evidence-based medicine and some of this Eastern alternative care, alternative therapy. And somewhere in between is dietary supplements. And depending on the specialty or the type of practice, a clinician, like a physician, like a doctor, or like a nurse practitioner or physician assistant, they may be a proponent of supplements, or they may be a little bit reserved. Well, that's, some of them you'll hear say stupid things like, oh, well, it's expensive urine, and that has historically been due to the fact that so many of these brands have never put an emphasis on quality or transparency. So you can just imagine where a physician, again, we're talking about doctors, nurses, physician assistants. You imagine where they go through school, and look, whether you think it or not, I mean, there's someone indoctrinated, they're taught a certain very specific way. But in there, they're receiving education that is also funded and financed by big pharma and some of these big entities in the background. And it is a lot about clinical trials, evidence-based. And really none of that exists in the dietary supplement world. As a matter of fact, the dietary supplements are sort of regulated under the same umbrella as food, much different than they are under pharma. And so I think most of that medicines component was always the junk. It's just crap. because they would look at the label and like somebody would have a multivitamin and not even disclose how much of a vitamin B or vitamin C or D is even in it. And of course, like if you looked at that, you'd be like, no way, why would anybody take this? And that look, I'm telling you, that was 20 years ago. That still exists today. That is exactly the way it is today. I almost think that it's gotten worse. I wonder what Ben's opinion is on it because I feel like it's gotten worse. I think back in the day, it wasn't so much about like disguising it as much as it is now. I don't know why exactly. It's hard to put my finger on, but I will tell you that the formulators out there, the people that I talk to, we meet and there's a lot of common conversation around the business and the things we do. And a lot of them are pretty darn clueless, pretty darn clueless. They are looking for that latest and greatest, the big hit, something an influencer will do for them, something somebody can get a paid ad behind or run a campaign with. And a lot of times the companies don't have to have many products to do that. I love hearing Nader and Ben say, like, look, you can build a company around one, maybe two products easily. And it's funny because in my world, it's like, no, not really. I'm the guy that says, no, you have to take a stack of supplements to be able to achieve the health goal, the outcome, right? The thing you're trying to do, because there's no way you could ever get a magic bullet. You can't get a single product that has adequate dosing, enough of basically enough in one serving or two to be able to give you everything you need. And why would you want to do that in like one big bolus? Imagine that, right? You wake up and maybe like, oh, boom, hit your body with all this stuff all at once. And then the digestive system gets overloaded. The absorption gets compromised. You're not getting everything out of it. I mean, that happens a lot. You guys would be surprised. Things interact, like magnesium can chelate and bind. Calcium can do the same. You don't want to like load the body with some of these minerals that can bind and chelate and compete for absorption sites all at one time. So the moral of the story is you're still seeing a lot of junk on the market. So the bar is kind of low for me. I mean, I came into this going, okay, easy, transparency, quality, boom, check, good to go. We'll be successful with that alone. It's like, hello. And so to Lisa's point, yeah, I think a lot of these brands really do need to adapt to the change that's occurring. Because it was for the last decade or two, I think it got a little bit worse as far as people hiding and disguising and just poor marketing tactics, very aggressive marketing tactics. But now I do think that the consumer is really shifting in their health and wellness approach. They're saying, okay, the sick care healthcare model is broken. I don't really want to. And by the way, it's becoming less and less affordable even there with insurance because your out-of-pocket maximums are going up, deductibles are going up. So people do, oh crap, I'm responsible for more of my healthcare or my sick care. They're like, oh, well, how do I prevent this? That's all of a sudden what they're asking. You're like, well, yeah, that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about starting at as ages at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. But we're at the same time, we're telling you if you're 50, 60, 70, it's not too late. You definitely need to load the body with the proper minerals, proper vitamins. I mean, that's the name of the game. That's it. And we do that with evidence. That's how I formulate. So that's my goal. That's what I've always done. And obviously it works really, really well. Probably need to go over another round of blood work. I just had another round of blood work, but we'll get into that another training day, another call, maybe one of our Monday educational calls. So you can see like my vitamin D levels, and we can go over some of the way that you test for micronutrients because it's not that easy. Magnesium's not easy to test for. Like there's all these different things. And Nader, thank you again for sending me the link to the blood testing stuff that's out on the market now. And it's getting a little bit better, but there's still some limitations. But I do love it. I think it's great. I think it's an awareness thing because really historically, again, the healthcare model is, oh, well, we'll test you for only the things that we think you need to be tested for, not like the others, like vitamins and minerals. And you're like, what? Why? It's not expensive to test for that stuff. So again, that shift is happening. So Live Good is so perfectly positioned. You'll hear from Ben and Nader on the business aspect, the network marketing side, how perfectly positioned. And the timing is so impeccable from that perspective. But then you'll hear, and I'll talk a lot about the healthcare side, like I just said. I mean, it went from sick care to people going, oh gosh, I need to take better care and prevent. Now they're worried about it for the generations behind them. So the younger generations, people are really starting to do this at a younger age, which is where we want to be. That's where we need to be. We're pushing back. Everybody's pushing back, society as a whole. We don't want as much as your processed foods. We want more transparency. We want you to be honest with us, the consumer, and in turn, we'll be a loyal customer, right? And I think that's where Live Good has just created this incredibly powerful little niche, even though it's maybe not niche because it's just such a big industry. We're just taking some market share of a very big industry, and it's going to continue to grow. So Congratulations, guys. Happy to have you guys join the call today. Ben, I'll send it back to you.
Awesome. Love it. And yeah, I agree. I think, 20 years ago, people were making supplements to help people get healthy.
Mhm.
And I don't think that's the main focus anymore. I think now it's all about the money. They see how many people recognize they need supplements and are going to spend money to do it. And they think that the more they spend, the better it is. And that's just not the case. So yeah, it's very important to know what's in your supplement and to see those third-party testing results. And if you don't, guys, stay away. It's very, very scary because just because one product has spirulina and another product has spirulina, for example, ours has USDA certified organic spirulina, cleanest, healthiest on the planet. Other companies, spirulina is a plant. I mean, you could grow it, right? You could grow it with chemicals, pesticides, toxins, glyphosates. You guys know what glyphosates are? It's like Roundup. It's the stuff that gives people cancer. A lot of plants and ingredients in nutritional supplements are grown with glyphosates because they want to kill the weeds, they want to kill the bugs, get those things out of there. But guess what? The stuff that kills bugs and kills weeds also kills people. And if that gets into your product, that's not a good thing. That's why, again, you've got to see those third-party tests because third-party tests show the levels of glyphosates. And if there's high levels of glyphosates, which is probably why companies are not showing you the third-party test because there are, it could give you cancer. It could kill you. And that's not me saying that. That's science. You Google it. Ask what a glyphosate is. How many supplements probably have glyphosates? I asked it the other day. It said about 50%. It doesn't have an exact. It said my estimate would be 50% of supplements have some level of glyphosates in them. And that's because companies want to make the cheapest quality product or the cheapest ingredients. Just make a product for a low cost so they can maximize their profit margins and sell them for as much as possible. And it's from a business perspective, I guess that makes some sense, but you're going to lose. I mean, you kill your customers, you make them sick. They're probably not going to buy from you anymore. When you do the right thing, when you really focus on the purpose of the product and the mission, what the product is about is to help people get healthy. The world is as unhealthy as it's ever been. More people are on prescription medication now than any time ever before in history. More people are overweight or obese than any time ever before in history. Lifespans are going down, but people are waking up. They're recognizing they need to change. They need supplements. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into being healthy. I mean, you got to eat right, got to sleep well, got to exercise, and you absolutely have to supplement. And of all of those things, guess which one is the easiest and has the biggest impact? Supplements. Yep. All you have to do is take them. Either swallow a pill or drink a powder mix, or some of ours dissolve on your tongue, some are patches, lots of different ways to take supplements. But all you have to do is take it. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to watch what you eat, though those things are very important. But you really want to get the maximum benefit for the least amount of effort. Supplements are the way. And nobody is getting everything they need out of their daily diet. So you guys need nutritional supplements. Again, our magnesium, our vitamin D, and our multivitamin are three absolutely non-negotiable essentials. And you could get that whole pack, those three products, multivitamin, magnesium, and vitamin D, for just $29.95 as a member of Live Good. Less than $1 a day. There is no excuse not to be taking those three products when we know we absolutely need them. We know they're the cleanest, healthiest, purest on the planet. And yeah, and if you want to be healthy, put the stuff in your body that's going to make you healthy. So with that, let's talk about the opportunity. I know you guys are on this call to learn about the money, and that's where we're going right now. So as you probably noticed, if you are a pre-enrollee, we've got thousands and thousands of people pre-enrolling every week. Thousands and thousands of those people are upgrading to member. The way the power line works, once you become a member, you move to the top on Thursday night, which is why we do these calls on Thursday. All of those pre-enrollees who have become members move into our matrix part of our compensation plan. Now, I'm not going to get into great detail, but it's a 2x15 matrix. That means everyone has two frontline positions. Once those two spots are filled, the only place everyone else can go is under the ones who are already in there. So anyone who falls under you in that matrix, whether you introduced them or they fell under you from someone else, you will get paid on them. Even one person under you in that matrix that goes to work and builds a big team could be making you hundreds of dollars a month in residual income. If you want to make even more than that, enroll a few people. Just by enrolling 2 people, puts you at our bronze rank, gets you into profit, and triples your income potential in the compensation plan. As those people duplicate, duplication is the key to this comp plan. That's why, like most companies in the network marketing industry, we haven't talked a lot about this today, not to bash them, well, kind of to bash them. I mean, and it's why I left the network marketing industry about 7 years ago. Nader kind of mentioned it. I didn't today. Because I didn't like seeing people lose. 99% of people lose money in the network marketing industry, in every company out there. It's just how it is. And Live Good, nobody loses money. You're saving money on the highest quality supplements on the planet at the lowest prices. The worst case scenario, you save money getting the best health of your life. Best case scenario, you do that and you make some money on top of it. And we've got, compared to 1 or 2% in most companies, over 30% of our affiliates are in profit, are able to duplicate. It's that duplication that drives us, because it doesn't matter what kind of compensation plan you have, what kind of product you have, any of that kind of stuff, if people can't do it. If they can't enroll new people, if they can't sell any product, there's no growth, there's no duplication, there's no rank advancing, and 99% of people lose. In Live Good, it's so easy. Highest quality, lowest price, true value. You know you're giving people the best products out there at the absolute best price that's going to help them get healthy. That's why over 30% of our affiliates, 30 times the average out there, are able to do it, are able to duplicate. That's what drives the compensation plan. The people getting to that first rank of bronze by enrolling 2 people, that's what pushes everyone up to silver, gold, platinum, diamond, crown diamond in our compensation plan. That's why we have people in a $10 a month deal. And at the beginning, people didn't think that there's any money to be made at $9.95 a month. Well, we've got people making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, and a ton of people making $100 a month, $300 a month, $500 a month, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, because it's easy, because of that duplication. So again, it doesn't matter what kind of compensation plan you have, doesn't matter what kind of product you have. If people can't do it, people aren't going to make money. Here, not only do we have something that is easy for anyone to do, we have so many people in Live Good who have been in multiple other network marketing companies who have never been able to enroll a single person, never been able to sell a single product, are having success, are able to recruit, are able to build, are able to make money for the first time ever because it's easy. And on top of that, we do have the most generous compensation plan in the industry, paying out 85% of that $10 a month out to you guys in commissions. So our matrix commissions, our matching bonuses, our bonus pools, our retail bonuses, all that stuff is powerful. But really, again, it doesn't matter if you can't do it. It matters if you can. And if people are doing it and continuing to drive, that's why we continue to grow. And that's why, you talk about not just duplication, but retention as well. I mean, once people see Live Good, they're not going back to spending $50, $80, $100 on a low quality supplement when they can get the highest quality one on the planet for $19.95. That's why our retention is also, duplication's highest in the industry, retention is the highest in the industry. That's what creates that long-term true residual income. And that's another reason I left the industry, is because everyone talks about rebuilding something one time, being able to walk away and have that money continue coming in month after month, year after year. And until Live Good, that hasn't been a reality. That's been a myth. That's been, and you look at any leader in the network marketing industry, and they've probably been in 4 different deals in the last 5 years, maybe more than that, maybe 4 in the last 6 years, whatever, because that residual income, I don't even want to call it residual income, that income dries up when people start moving to a different company. With Live Good, nobody's going back. You can go build another company if you want, but no one's going to stop. If you're going to get supplements, why get lower quality supplements for higher price when you can get the lowest quality? Man, I keep slipping on that. When you can get the best products at the best price at Live Good, it just makes sense. So all you have to do to lock in your position, one time $40 affiliate fee to earn unlimited income in the compensation plan, and either $9.95 a month, or if you want to get 2 months free, save $20, $99.95 for the year. Lock in your position. Today is the cutoff Thursday. Midnight tonight is the actual cutoff. We do the calls now. So you got, not only can you lock in your position now, but you can actually enroll 2 people today and get to that first rank of bronze. In fact, on tomorrow's call, we do a Fire Starter Friday call every Friday where we announce everyone who achieved rank for the previous week. So you will be mentioned on that call. We also talk about new product announcements, what's coming down the pike, other updates and announcements. We've got a new fundraising program coming, new website coming, lots of awesome stuff that is about to roll out over the next few months that you guys will all have the opportunity to take advantage of, and just, keep the pedal to the metal, keep the foot on the gas, keep the whatever else we say, fuel on the fire, and keep rocking. So it's exciting. I mean, summertime is usually a slow time in the network marketing industry, and our numbers just continue to roll every single week because it makes sense. And yeah, so that's it. On top of that, from a network marketing perspective, we don't terminate like other companies. I don't know why I'm even mentioning this, but a lot of companies, like if you're in that company, you're not allowed to be in any other company. Here, you can be in as many companies as you want. We know, and companies don't allow you to do that because they're scared that if you build another company, you're taking away from their company. Here, nobody can compete. Nobody can compare to what we're doing at Live Good. Nobody's going to, I mean, if you want to go spend 70 or 80 bucks on a low quality supplement because you're in another company, when you know there's a better one here for $19.95, $24.95, you can do that. We're not going to, but whatever. But why would you do that? That's why we have so many people in Live Good who continue to buy products every month. They're still in Live, whether they're building Live Good or building something else or building both at the same time, it doesn't matter. We're not going to terminate you because everyone needs supplements. Everyone wants the highest quality, lowest price. Everyone wants value. And, we're going to make sure that you guys can get those products at the lowest prices all the time. So 3 things you want to do. Number 1, lock in your position. Go to any of the emails you've gotten from Live Good. Click on the link that says click here to join now. You're looking at either $49.95 today with the affiliate fee and membership, or $139.95 if you go the yearly option. That's step 1, lock in your position. Step number 2, order some products. You guys got to get these products. At the very least, get your magnesium. One step above that is our daily essentials pack, which includes the magnesium, vitamin D, and multivitamin that I mentioned, $29.95. You want to go a step further than that, grab some super reds, grab some collagen, grab some creatine, grab some pre-workout, protein powder, super greens. Did I say that one yet? Our Himalayan Shilajit or Osteo Complete Bone Support. Some of our amazing skincare products. If you have a pet, our pet multivitamin is amazing. But check out all of our products, figure out which ones you want, place your product order. You'll get it in a few days. Shipping is what it is. It's very inexpensive. We've got great rates because we send out so many products every day. And step number 3, share it with a few people. If you enroll 2 people today, you're going to be bronze, you're going to be in profit, and your team is going to start to build. You also triple your income potential in the compensation plan. So that's all we got. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Be sure to do those 3 things: lock in your position, place your product order, share it with a few people. Join us tomorrow on our Firestarter Friday call, same time as today. You can find that link in your back office under webinars. And join Dr. Ryan and Lisa on Monday for their product calls. And you can watch all of those previous ones in your back office as well. Get some great information about different products, different health conditions, different ingredients, and just different tips and strategies on how to be the best in the best health of your life. So lots of awesome stuff going on with Live Good. We're much more than just another business opportunity. This is about getting healthy, staying healthy, doing it in an affordable way, changing the world. And we are helping so many people, millions at a time. And this is just the beginning. So you really couldn't have picked a better time to get involved in Live Good than right now. Welcome aboard. Thank you guys for joining us. That's all we got. We'll see you at the top. Bye, guys.
See you all tomorrow. Go get yours too.